Welcome back to Sun Crypto. In today's content, we're going to talk about BTC and we're also going to talk about alt. We're going to talk about multiple alt, at least for the short term, for a possible massive gains within the next few weeks or few months, at least for the short term. And once again, these alt basically they're not basically for a quick get rich quick, right? So if you're looking for like a 100x 10x move within the next 2 days or so, you might not need to watch this review. Okay, it is like for the next few weeks and few months. I did an alt review back in February, and I give Zilliqa, Zilliqa, when Zilliqa was like 60 to like 65 sats, and I was like, hold on to Zilliqa. It's already 10x in dollar value. So I also give like a ICX back then, before ICX went for a 600% move. Most people did not pay attention to it. ADA, I gave it out a long time ago, and so many alt. Okay, Nano, to buy Nano at 7,000 sats. Nano is right now at 14,000 sats almost. All right, so now let's dive into the analysis. We're going to talk about BTC first thing first. So let me see if you guys can hear before I basically jump in to the analysis, because BTC is clearly showing us a move to the downside is coming. The pressure is clearly on the downside. All right, so even though alt are pumping, I do not think like a BTC is going to be going for a bull run. Can it push higher? Absolutely it can, but I don't see a bull run in 2020. All right, so let's take a look at BTC on the weekly basis. So we're going to discuss the weekly basis first, and we're going to focus on our basically RSI on the weekly basis, because it is very important right now, the type of structure the RSI is giving us on the weekly basis. Can't find my RSI. Okay, all right, let's find it. So you can see, got it. Let's take this one. Okay, let's take the orange one. Right, on the weekly basis, you can see like a right around this area, we got a very important support level on the weekly basis since like a 2000, after we basically pump above this level just about like October 2015. You can see like this level on the RSI been like a massive support all the way up to like a 20k area. All right, so as you can see, as soon as we broke this level, guys, you can see like we capitulated down. That was like that was like the January 2018 bear market. We started dropping all the way down to like a 30, right? And after we pump above it, just about like this area was like April 1st breakout. You can see like we broke out just about this level of 54 on the RSI, and that's the same trend line we basically broke and basically went to the upside massively. Okay, as you can see, April 1st BTC was like 39, I think like 3900 4k area, and we pumped all the way up to 14k. And once again, just about like a September, late September, right? We basically after the back, right, we basically drop all the way down, retest it and dump. All right, so now we're sitting on top of it once again. Okay, as you can see, the current price of BTC is just about like a 97 to 10k area. We dropped down last couple of weeks ago. We dropped down and found a support on this trend line. So it is going to be very important. If we break below this trend line, it means, guys, we're going to be retesting like roughly around like a 29 to 30 on the RSI on the weekly basis, which is not going to be a good sign, at least for the short term. If you're going to be making a new low on the RSI, it means like we're going to be making a new low on price action. So it is just clear, if we're going to be dropping like this, we're gonna have to at least retest like a 3k to basically anticipate like RSI to basically retest the low 30 range, okay, to 28. So but at the same time, since like we above this trend line, all right, it is bullish. Okay, as long as we stay above this trend line, okay, we can anticipate BTC to give like the bears a very tough time to drop. Right, that's why I'm saying a retest of 12k is possible. We can still retest 12k, but one thing I do not think we're going to be doing is like going for a bull run. I don't think it is time for a bull run. We can go for another 15 to 20% pump, but it's not going to be a you know, bull run type of you know, structure. Keep going all the way up to like a 30k, 40k, and so on. So let's keep that in mind. Seems like let's see. Let's double check. It seems like the stream is down. So now the stream is still on, right? So guys, let me know if you guys can let me know if you guys can hear. It seems like the streaming is down. It's on my side, all right? It's saying like everything is fine. So let me double check. Not yet, still on. All right, the stream is good. All right, so let's continue. Seems like it was off. All right, seems like it was off. I haven't streamed for so long. So, but clearly, guys, it is very interesting. It is very interesting to pay attention to your to our RSI. Even though, okay, we had resistance. Absolutely, you cannot be bullish at resistance. You're gonna have to wait like till we break resistance for me to be bullish, right? But as long as we basically getting rejected just about like a, you know, 10k to 10.5 area, which is like, you know, 10.1 to 10.5. I said it a long time ago, since like BSC was like 8,500 and rent 8,500 and so on, right? Resistance going to be roughly around like a 10.1 to 10.5. If you watch any of our, you know, any of my previous updates over the last 30 days or so, we've been saying like a 10.1 to 10.5 is basically clearly a resistance. Now we are attempting to break it, so let's see if we're going to be able to break it. But the pressure, once again, guys, we're still making lower highs. Okay, it is something like we cannot deny. You can call for like a, we want BSC to go up to like a $75,000, $80,000, but as long as we're making lower highs, it is basically, you know, not easy to be extremely bullish on the BTC. All right, so we could be just playing these swings, swing low to swing high things. Okay, make profit. Okay, buy back just about like a 3 to 4k area, sell again around like a 6 to 8k area, you know, buy back around like a 3k and so on. But as long as we're making these lower highs, guys, I don't see like a, you know, any sort of a bull run. Okay, you can be as much moonish you want to be, but I don't see anything bullish or moonish on BTC. All right, everything is very, very doomish. So so now let's take a look at the lower degree. The lower degree, we're gonna talk about the 6-hour time frame. Oops, 6 hour is basically looking forward to breakout. All right, so 6 hour is giving us a bullish breakout, at least for the short term. So what do we need to pay attention to? We got the RSI right now, right? On 6, let's check the MACD. Okay, so MACD is giving us a low volatility, right? It is bullish. Okay, as of now on the 6 hour, we're gonna need to basically you know, get rid of this bullishness sitting on top of the 21 EMA. We gotta drop below it. All right, at least for the short term. As long as we stay above this range, it is shortable, but it is very risky to basically be shorter in this range. But like I said, since the macro pressure is on the downside, I'm still anticipating a you know, rejection from this range. All right, but as of now, we can see a high volatility range within this level to try to retest like a 10k, so within the next few hours, unless like we close below this 21 EMA. So support we're looking for on the downside, it is going to be our 100 EMA on a 12-hour time frame, which is just about like a 99k to 9100, depending which exchange you're using. And if you're looking for a pump to the upside, you could look for a 0.786 pullback. You could look for a possible 0.786, which is basically just about this area of a 10.1. okay, 10.1 to 10.1 to 10.2 level. Okay, at least for the short term. But my bias is like I'm gonna be looking for a support down to like a low 9k area. If can it go up to 10-1-10-2, absolutely, it is part of the structure. It's not going to change anything, okay? It's not going to change anything about the structure. We got this move, and then we get this pullback, and then we're going to get this move down. All right, so hey, what's up, Aldo? Thanks a lot for tuning in, man. Yeah, so now BTC, let's take a look at it on the hourly basis. On the hourly basis, this boy is about to give us a bullish crossover on the MACD, so let's keep an eye on it. RSI is still kind of neutral, but still, oops, it just pumped. Look at it, it just popped to the upside. You can see how the RSI is basically very, very reactive, but still the pressure, on the RSI is, downward. So let's see if the RSI can basically give us this move and then try to jump above it. All right, at least for the short term. So now let's take a look at altcoin, guys. Let me know which alt you guys want to review, at least for the short term. But I got I got my own 4 to 5 lists of alt I'm keeping an eye on, at least for the short term. All right, so the first one going to be ARK. I talked about ARK a long time ago, guys, before ARK give us that big pump to the upside back in January. So if you've been following this channel, when ARK was like January 31st, right? I was like, ARK is extremely bullish, and target was almost like a 35,000, something like that, 3,500, right? So we hit 35, excuse me, we hit 3,500, dropped all the way down like again to 1,700 and so on, and pump at the same level again. Now we're still looking extremely healthy. It's not extremely bullish, but it is healthy. As you can see, we got like a sideways correction since like August 2019, right? We've been moving sideways, very accumulative. It's not tradable. It is just like a swingable. Okay, you can just swing it, but you don't want to be trading this move because you're gonna get confused. So it is looking good, but we just need to pump above this 100 EMA, which is like a 3,300. If like we can pump above like a 33 to 3,400 range, we could. Okay, we got another resistance, which is like a May to June area. Okay, you guys got to remember, sometimes you have to trade alt in like a seasonal, do a seasonal trading, because most alt, they going back to the basically May to June area. Okay, this level of resistance, that's where you could be looking for within the next few weeks. I don't think we're gonna hit it like within the next 2 days or so on. So if you're very bullish, it might not be for you. You also got to remember, we got a support level just about this area of 16 to 1,700 range, but we've been making like a higher lows, right? So it has established a clean higher lows. Okay, so it is pretty much very clean. So even if we break this higher lows, we still gonna be okay. We're still gonna be making a this low is still gonna be higher than this one, so it is still going to be okay for a possible entry just about like a 2,000 level. So 2,400 to 2,000 area could be a good entry, for ARK, at least for the short term. All right, so next coin I'm going to talk about, it is going to be CND. And guys, once again, I do not care about I don't care about like fundamentals. Okay, I just take a look at the chart. If I like it, volumes look good, indicators looking good, I'm going for it. I don't care about any fundamentals. I'm not worried about like test net and all that good stuff. All right, so as you can see, like a CND, I talked about CND back in like a February. Okay, we did pump just a little bit. We did not hit our target because I think target was roughly around like a 105, right? But we pumped like a 93. Entry was just about like a 70, 74 or so on, right? But as you can see, if you still been holding, it is back to a February, almost like to February high. Okay, so which is pretty good. We just need to close above this range of 70, 78 to 80, and we can try to push above like roughly around like a 140 to 150. So which is a very good move. So next level of resistance for CND could be roughly around like a 130 to 150 area. All right. So are we going to do it once again within the next few days? No, I don't think so. All right. But can it do it? Absolutely, it can. But it is not something I'm anticipating. All right. So we could be looking for this move, right, and a retest once again of this level of roughly around like a 30 to 40 again. So it is going to be a nice swing in this area before the next pump to the upside. All right. If and only if this move not going to be the one we're going to be retesting May 2019 and June 2019. All right. So it could be just like Nano. I've been talking about Nano, accumulate Nano just about like 8,000 to 7,000. As you can see, Nano is almost 14,000, and 14,000 was my target since February. So let's take a look at another coin. Let me remove this. So Ontology, all right. Ontology, in terms of analysis, it is actually very, very good. A very good coin to pay attention to within the next few weeks. Nice ending diagonal. Most of the time, these ending diagonals, they're gonna give you basically, a bullish divergence. All right. So beautiful ending diagonal. The only thing actually, I don't see nothing bearish about Ontology, to be honest. So the only downside about Ontology is, like, of course, all right, it can come back and retest, give us a nice wick and retest like a 400, just about 4,000, right? 4,000 to 5,000 area, which is not bad. Okay, it's like 15 to 20% drop before this push to the upside. All right, so it could be a nice run up to like a May 2019, basically area of accumulation, or we can come back down. But the takeaway is, like, it is basically building a beautiful setup for a possible good run up, just like Zilliqa. And I said it back then when ICX gave us a big run up, and I was like, pay attention to Zilliqa. Okay, so and you can see Ontology, a very good coin to be paying attention to within the next few weeks, few months. All right, a nice run up is coming for Ontology. And another coin I also want to talk about, I think I talked about QDM, but let's go back to QDM. So QDM short-term target, it is going to be roughly around like a 2,200 to basically a 2,400 range. It is moving cleanly above the 3-day 21 EMA, as you can see. So cleanly moving above the 3-day 21 EMA, looking great. Made a new low right there, pushing to the upside. It can try to establish a higher, basically a higher low, and come back retest like a 16 to 1,500. It is still going to be a good buy. But if you don't want to take a chance to wait, not financial advice, you can jump in right now. And if it drops lower to like a 16, 1,700, or even like a 1,500 range, you just grab it, dollar cost average, and look for this big move to the 100 EMA, just about like a 2,500 range. Okay, 25,000, not 2,500, but 25,000 level. All right. So QDM is looking very, very juicy. All right. So one coin I forgot to talk about over the last few days is like Stratus. I hate to talk about coins after they pump, but it is not pumping. Okay, it's not a pump. It's 10%. It is still in range. All right. So you take a look at this level of mid range. It is just about like a 4,100. It is not that bad. 4,100. It is still a good level to be accumulating, all the way down to like a 3,100. I know it is a big gap, almost 20%, but these alt, when they pump, they're gonna pump like 150 to 200%. So, and that's versus BTC, not even like versus a dollar, right? So gotta pay attention to Stratus. So these are the 5 coins I'm watching over the next. I'm watching many other alt, right? So, but I just wanted to keep it very short. I don't want to give like a big list and all that good stuff, right? But just to give you a general overview of what I'm looking for. If you're trading this alt, do not buy something like Zilliqa, guys. I know most people are saying Zilliqa 100x, 200x, and all that nonsense. You're gonna get wrecked. Okay, you're gonna make some profit, but it is not worth it right now. You can see Zilliqa is already just about like a May, June 2019 level. This is not a level where you want to be buying. I picked up Zilliqa just about like 65 sats, okay, up to like a 200 amount, okay. It's, you know, it's going up, but you know, you just have to follow your strategy. And 240 to 250, I'm out, okay. 242 was our basically group upside target, and then we already at 265, and we picked it up February 1st, like something like the first week of February, when it was like a 65 sats, okay, just about this level. It came back down, retested. You know, I wasn't worried because it did not break the previous low, so it is looking great right now, okay. It is not time to buy Zilliqa. Do not mess with Zilliqa. So let me take a look at the chat room, see if you guys have any coin. Let me go by the, so somebody say so if you ask let's say you ask me an alt, right, I might not see it, okay. So just make sure to rewrite it so I can see it, okay. I won't have to go all the way up to the look ETP USD. ETP, is it a, let's see, ETP Bitfinex. Let's take a look at ETP, Bitfinex. Oh, Metaverse. Yep, Metaverse. That's what I mean. Let's take a look at Metaverse. I don't like to trade alt to USD, so they very. I mean, Metaverse. I would wait for. I mean, it is getting rejected by the 3-day 21 EMA. As you can see, like since like we dropped even like a July 2019. We cannot break this 3-day 21 EMA. So if you're bullish, you want to at least wait for it to basically break this 3-day 21 EMA, which is just about like a 12 cents. So if like we get a clean breakout above 12 cents, it could be a nice buy all the way up to the you know, 36 cents or so on, right? So I'm not saying it will, but if you're not that bullish, you at least want to wait for it to retest like a 50% of this week, which is just about like a 5 cents to 6 cents, which is another 50% drop. You know, you could be looking for a possible entry just about this level. And let's take a look at it on versus BTC. Okay, versus BTC, it is still a hold. I mean, it is not a good entry as of now, okay. You want to wait at least, okay. It is double bottoming. That's pretty good, all right. That's something like you could be saying like it is bullish, but it is too far away from the 201 EMA on the 3-day chart. You want to at least wait for it to retest it and jump above it, and you can make some gains, right? But if you're aggressive enough, you'll be like, okay, we double bottoming. Let me just jump in now so I can anticipate a push above the 3-day 21 EMA. So if you're bullish and you're thinking like the USD gonna break basically 12 cents, it is time to jump in right now, especially when the BTC value is like almost 20% away from the 21 EMA. So it all depends on your strategy, all right. So but first thing first, 12 cents above the 3-day 21 EMA versus USD. You want to wait for you know, 1370, above 1370 on the dollar, on the BTC value. So Aldo say ADA, Nano, and Kyber Network. So let's take a look at ADA. I mean, ADA, you know, I told you guys since like ADA was like, you know, 400 sats, accumulate more ADA, right? When ADA was making this move, I said buy ADA, okay, 400 sats. You can see like a double bottom right there, 400 for 80 range. That was like December, okay. December I said like buy ADA right there, okay, right. But most of you guys cannot wait that long, okay. It pumped, you know, it pumped all the way up to 700. Target was like almost I think like 800 to 900, but came back down and double bottom. And I was like, it is still bullish. Now you can see like we almost hit like 900. Now we just hit our target, right? So let's keep that in mind. ADA is still okay, right? But I would wait for it to cool down. On the 3-day, you know, on the 3-day chart, you could be at least waiting, you know, for a price to retest your 201 EMA. All right, let's take a look at on the daily. On the daily, you could find a entry just about like 770 range, which is like 3-day 201 EMA. All right, at least for the short term. But I don't have any upside upside target for ADA as of now, but we got the June, May, and June target. Okay, if like we find a nice support just about this level of 21 EMA, make a flat, we can go back to the June, June and May 2019. After that, you do not want to mess with it. Okay, you do, because I haven't seen over the last 12 months very few alt. Okay, I think only Digibyte went back to like April 2019 prices. So alt, they move the same way. It is like, are you going to be able to wait? That's the only thing. If you just want to jump in and out all the time, you're going to be losing money. But if you just sit tight, relax, they're going to give you what you need. All right. So Digibyte, I think, went all the way up to like April 1st prices, April 2019. And if you understand why I'm saying April 1st 2019, you know why. Because April 1st 2019, 90% of the alt, they all started dropping. All right, so very important. And also May 13th, May 14th 2019, we saw a massive rally on alt, like ADA, XM, and all of them. So it is a good area of resistance, this level of 80, May 13th like to May 15th range. All right, so let's take a look at Bitcoin Cash for let's take a look at Bitcoin Cash, BCH. Let's take a look at versus BTC, because okay, BTC looking good on a 3-day, above the 3-day 21 EMA, but too much selling pressure above it. All right, so I would like to see BCH come back, retest this level, right, or at least drop like 50% to 0.618 versus BTC. All right, so current price, it is just about roughly around like let's see, 0.026, right, 0.026. If like we can find a nice entry just about like a 0.02, roughly the same, okay, 0.025 range, right, it is going to be a good level to be accumulating. Okay, so 50% to 100% retracement could be a nice accumulation level for Bitcoin Cash. Right, it's not bullish at all versus BTC. It's been going down, right? So I'm not saying like it is after you accumulate right there it's gonna pump, right? It can pump, but I don't see like a vertical move. This could be another 3-way move down, right? And then you could look for this move. All right, so I would just be accumulating within this range all the way up to like let's say July or September or so on, be accumulating versus BTC, be accumulating Bitcoin Cash. All right, so let's take a look at Bitcoin Cash. Let's take a look at versus BTC. I mean versus the dollar. Versus the dollar, not looking bad. It's not looking bad, right? It's not looking bad versus the dollar. So if you think like it's gonna beat BTC, you just wait. Okay, it is still at resistance, right? Other than that, if like we break this level of like let's say 240 area, you want to be looking for a 220 level. Okay, a 220 to be looking for. It is very doomish with this W correction, right? It is not a something like it would be I would be interested, at least for the short term. All right, so another bullish setup. Okay, I could be anticipating, let's say if you bullish, right, you could find a valid argument like this could be a triangle, and most of the time a triangle is on your B wave or on your wave number 5 or wave number 4, right? So you could say, which is valid. Okay, it is valid. All right, so you could anticipate this move to be A, B, and C. Okay, because your B wave can most of the time be a basically a triangle, right? And you got a triangle on your B wave. Or you could just say this could be a wave number 4 of something very bullish. All right, you say the 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, and then you could be looking for wave number 5. Either way you look at it, in terms of like an impulse wave, you could find bullishness. All right, but in terms of basically just pattern, I'm not just very comfortable with this one, right? But if we break it, you could be looking for up to like a 330, okay, which is like 330 to 350. All right, so safest thing to do, wait for it to break this area of roughly around like a 275 280, and then it could be going to the moon after that. Hey, what's up, Funks? 9800 resistance. Tesla over 1,000. Yeah, Tesla is bullish, man. I do not recommend to short it out. So Bitcoins, let's take a look at BQX. I think it's BQX, right? BTC. Voyager. I changed the name to Voyager, right? So I wouldn't be touching it. Okay, it looks good. It looks very, very good as of now. It looks very good as of now. If you found a nice entry just about like a 300 range, and right now it is 500, I would be waiting for another retest of just about 300 to 400 level. All right, so but I wouldn't be buying it now. All these moving averages crossing over, it is just a hold, right, until we basically break this 21 EMA below like a 450 or so on, and then you're going to be looking for like a retest of 250 to 300. But as of now, it is still a hold. Other than that, it is not something I would be buying now. All right. I mean, hey, what's up, Hyper Psychic? I don't do time analysis, so I don't know. I can't tell you like when BC is going to be dropping. So Tesla is over 1,000. Hey, what's up, Double A? Gupta, Tron. Tron, I've been talking about Tron for a very long time now. Tron is not doing so. So if you go back in basically back in February, that was our setup for Tron. Buy now, and then it can drop back down to just about like a 160 to a 150 level. It did that exactly, drop down to like a 155. Right now it is just basically retracing. I don't see much of a bearishness. It is just a pullback. It is dropping. Volume is dropping above the 100 EMA. Nothing worrisome about Tron. It is still a good hold, at least for the short term. All right, it is still a good hold. The only downside about Tron is like it could try to complete this entire structure by coming all the way down into the green box and give us another double bottom. Everybody gonna every single trader will be panicking, or Tron going to zero, and this sucker can just give us another Zilliqa. All right, so I would just be cautious with it. I'm very familiar with Tron, right? So that was the 100 EMA. So you can see like it is above the 21 EMA on the 3-day chart, which is a very good hold. That's when I enter right there. It pumped right there, but it came back down, right? So 3-day 21 EMA, most of the time it can give you a good gains. It is just a matter of how high it can go after that. All right, but at least for the short term, I'm ready for it. If like we get rejected just about this area of 200 to 215, I'm okay with it to wait for it to drop down to like a 140 again for another possible accumulation, all the way up to 600 or so on, right? I don't think it's gonna go to 600, but we could hit like a May 2019 high, okay, which is like 400 to 500. But basically, not financial advice. Do whatever you feel like is best for you. All right. ENG Enigma. Let's take a look at Enigma. Enigma. Let's see. I think it's just about like a 3,000 area. 335. Let's see. Yes, it's just about like 3,200. Not looking bad. Okay, it's not looking bad, right? But it can come back down to this area for it can give us a deep drop, guys. So it can retest this, give us a 1,500 to roughly around like 1800 range. So it is what it is. It is above the 3-day 2-in-1 EMA, and it is about to hit the 100 EMA, on the 3-day chart. So one thing you could do, right, is just wait, right, till we hit this area above this 100 EMA, which is just about like a 3880, okay, just about like almost 4,000 area, and you're gonna see like if we're going to get rejected, all right, because it is very close to this area of rejection. As you can see, like right there we got this rejection, right there we got another one, and right now we almost close to it. So if we get rejected, you just accumulate again down, okay, wait for it to come back down, give us a better double bottom, a push to the upside. All right, so but as of now it's not, it is too, too high above this 3-day 2-in-1 EMA, at least for the short term, and too close to the 100 EMA. All right. Hey, what's up, Patriots? The more you test a trend line, the most likely you're going to be breaking it very, very soon. Absolutely, that's true. Okay, that is true. BTC 98.15. Let's take a look at it. Yeah, as we said, we just talked about it like a couple of minutes ago regarding the hourly, the 6 hour being bullish. So let's see, 6 hour gotta be able to break this level of 200 EMA. Other than that, we got 0.786, which is almost 10.175. All right, so 0.76 going to be 99, just about 99.30, and on Binance, okay, 0.618 going to be 99.30 range on Binance, and 0.786 going to be like a 10.140. okay, on Bybit it is going to be different, right? So but I wouldn't be too bullish. It is still like in the same range, you guys. So we've been testing this area forever. We also been testing this area forever. So but as of now, it is in favor of the bulls, especially on the 6 hour. Okay, it is in favor of the bulls. So let's see. They got to change the structure, at least for the short term. One chain. So I think I talked about one like a couple of days ago, when one was like around like a 1970. All right, so I was like we could possibly be breaking above. I think I talked about it in my premium group when one was at a 1970. So not one is one of my one of my top coin to be looking for, at least for the short term, but it is breaking out. So but let's say if one gonna give us this retest of this yellow box, okay, it could be a nice accumulation area, right? So but as of now, it is above the 21 EMA on the 3-day chart. Is actually looking very good. Okay, it is looking very, very, very good. That's the same thing I've been trying to show you on QDOM. All right, you can see how QDOM is looking very good above the 3-day 2-in-1 EMA, looking very, very healthy, right? So I wouldn't be surprised to see a very big move for QDOM. Could even like a hit above like a 2200 range, okay, 22,000 range. All right, but just to be conservative, we could be looking for this level of resistance for QDOM right there. But it is looking very, very good, man. So very good. QDOM and Stratus. I talked about Stratus. I put Stratus on my watch list, yes, a couple days ago before this before this breakout, and then you can see it is already up, right? So looking very good. So the secret for Alta, guys, pay attention to your 3-day 2-in-1 EMA. Above it you buy, below it you get rid of it, okay? So but sometimes you can buy in this, for instance, right there, right? You might be buying and then it dropped down, you're going to be panicking. It was just a temporary rejection. As you can see, it made the same reaction right there and pump all the way up. Okay, it's looking great, man. This sucker can pump nice today. Let's see, 6,000 level is going to be another 50% move. So yeah, Steam, I mean, I talk about Steam like, man, all the alt I gave you Steam, you know, Sire coin, let's see, Sia coin, Sire coin, Sia. Yeah, Steam was you know, one of our top coin to for back in February. It gave us like a very good moves, right? Sia, let's see. Sia also looking great, guys. It kind of looked like a little bit of a CIS coin, so it's looking great. It is a hold, all right. It is a hold for a possible retest of 38 to 40. Right, 38 to 40 level. I'm not saying it's gonna do it next week, because if we come back and retest the low, you're gonna be like, oh, Send Crypto say we're gonna be pumping another 30%, but see a drop all the way down to like a 16 sats and so on. When I was calling for see a 16 sats, that was like right there, okay. That's when I was calling Sia to drop down to 16 sats. Sia was like almost 70, but that was like back in April. So, and call for a possible drop all the way down to 16, and you can see like a all-time low retested, like a, you know, all-time low. So it is a good hold, at least for the short term. Oh, AGI is one of my top coin already. It's already on my list. AGI looks great, man. Looks great. So AGI is looking great. Okay, above the 21 EMA, 3-day chart, following this falling wedge. I would just get. It looks good. Okay, it looks good. That's the only thing I can say, because you know, AGI is one of my top lists for the premium group, so I can't say much about AGI, but it looks good. All right. QLC. I haven't analyzed QLC for a very long time. $150. Oh man, look, all these alts, they're looking nice, man. Looking nice. It was out of my radar. Like, I was analyzing QLC last year, I think right there, right? May 20, I mean March, April 2019. Since then I haven't been following, but it looks good though. It is still a hold all the way up to just about like a, I would say to just about 250 range, 200 to 250. So it is still a hold, nothing to worry about. Even if it drop down, give you a better double bottom, the move is still going to be stronger. So accumulation just about 150 to like a 95 level, right? 150 to 95. It's a big gap, but you know, the move could be more, it could be very aggressive. All right. Digital note. Let's take a look at XDN. Oh man, the volume is kind of low. That's have to look at it on the weekly. If I look at it on the weekly, I would still be waiting a little bit, right? The volume is too low, hasn't been moving sideways long enough, especially on the weekly. So would just be, it is at the very bottom, so it is a good time to buy, just about 4 sats. So you don't want to wait till you hit like a 10 sats and you want to be buying 4 sats. You could be accumulating in this range right there. All right, So, but it hasn't been moving long enough. That's even though it is above the 3-day 21 EMA. If it goes like to 8 sats, I would get rid of it and wait for it to hit another 2 sats again. Do this move for the next I would say like a 4 to 6 month, right, till like a December, and you could be looking for the real big move. But other than that, I'm not very comfortable. I wouldn't be comfortable holding it now, okay, buying it now, okay, unless I'm swing trading it, right? I thought you say, hey Sen, lost IOST. Hey guys, I'm about to call it a day. Let's see, IOST. Pretty much similar to the rest of the alt. Good buy. If I analyzed like if I analyzed it like, let's say 2 weeks ago, I would be saying like, wait for it to hit this area of a 211 EMA. It did that, got rejected, got the support. So it is a hold, nothing to sell, right? Just hold it all the way up to like a maybe 73 or so, which is another 50% move, and then you could get rid of it and look for another buy at 35 again. All right, the thing is, sometimes like most of these alt, they're not gonna moon, okay, they're not gonna moon like a 3-4x. They got their time zone, they got their time, not time zone, but they got their own timing. All right, so I would just wait, okay, get the next cycle and wait for the next cycle right around like a 20 sats, probably all the way down to not 20 but 24 to like a 36. But I would get rid of it if I were trading it, okay, not a financial advice, around like a 73, and look for it to retest. If it pumps, you look for another coin. All right, not a big deal. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I don't know, I don't do that long and short nonsense, right? So I just go by the chart. So I mean, it's not nonsense, but you know what I mean, right? I try not to. This 3-day chart will close in 5 hours. Let's see. A 5-day chart gonna close in 3 days. Let's take a look at the 3-day. Oh man, both 3-day and 2-day chart going to be closing at the same time, so it's going to be a fun. So be ready for some volatility today, guys. So both 3-day and 2-day chart going to be closing at the same time. So let's check the 2-day chart, because the 2-day chart on the MACD we're still facing down, right, for BTC. So let's see, okay, the 2-day chart, we're still on the downside, we're still bearish. Hey, what's up, Mohammed Hassan? Oh, Ether USD. If you go ahead and watch my, I gotta go now, but go ahead and go on my channel and watch my previous update. All right, I'll talk about Ether. On the macros, on the weekly, it's still bullish. So until we break basically, certain level, it's not gonna be it is still bullish. So BC has to carry it down. All right. I already gave an analysis of Ether. Go ahead and go to my channel and check my last update. Updated EOS, Ether, and BTC. Let's take a look at a Verge XVG. Verge BTC. I think Verge is around like a 50 sats. Let's check. Yep, 60. We talked about Verge long time ago, right there. Okay, when Verge was like 36. So looking great. But like I said, it is too overextended. I would not be messing with it right now. If they took off, they took off. The best time to buy is like right there, this candle above this 3-day 21 EMA. Even if you missed it, you're gonna get another retest, okay? But as long as it closed, you just take it to the upside from like a 40 sats. Right now, you know, we right at, you know, 100 EMA on the 3-day chart, unless you wait for a close above it, okay? Or, you know, a pullback with a lower volume. Let's say it's pulling back with a, you know, selling pressure with a lower volume, right? As price is decreasing, you're gonna get, you know, some lower selling pressure. You can jump in right there. But as of now, I wouldn't jump like at 58, right? Other than that, you wait for another retest of 35. That's it. Just like I showed you about I think IOST, whatever, whichever coin I just showed you. All right, guys, I gotta call it a day. NKN. I think NKN has a low volume coin, so let's see. Nah, not the NKN I know. Yeah, NKN is looking great, man. So I think last time I checked, NKN was like last year, but it is looking good. Just at resistance, the only thing you need to do is like be cautious for a possible rejection. But if like we pump above this area of just about like a 280, it could be going to the moon. Right, it could be going to the moon. As you can see, once again, the 3-day 21 EMA looking very good. If you pay pay clear attention to it, a pump above it, retest it, go to the moon. I'm not even trading it, but you can see the trend. Every single alt I'm showing you randomly, you guys asking, watch for your 3-day 21 EMA. If we pump above it, if you're comfortable, you can take it. If you're not, you can wait for a retest of the 21 EMA, and then I basically take it to the 100 EMA. All right, guys, thanks a lot. Oh, BTC is pumping. Okay, let's see. Yeah, 6. Let's see. It broke resistance. All right. Yep, it is pumping. It is at resistance just about. Nice. If it breaks it, as we talk about, let's see. It is almost at 0.618, which is just about 99.50. Next level to watch out for is like 10.140. All right, guys. Talk to you guys later. I gotta go. So let's see how it is going to be reacting. All right, guys. Thanks a lot for watching.